I want to show you how you can use Dynamics GP to track serial numbers in a manufacturing operation for a biotech device company. So typically the problem is I've received some serialized items in to my component inventory. I'm going to turn those around into a manufactured, a finished good, and then I'm going to sell that finished good item to a customer. If I ever want to track that serialized item that I received in the component inventory to the finished good item that went to an end user customer, I'm going to have to use some serial number tracing within Dynamics GP to find that information. So let's take a look at how that works. For this demonstration, I used a finished good item that is serial tracked. It also has two component items that are serial tracked as well. You can see the bill of material right here. The component items with the hashtags by them are the serialized numbers that get rolled up to the finished good item. So I previously did a manufacturing order, and we'll take a look at that manufacturing order, and we can see how I link the component items to the finished good items. Here's a receiving transaction for that manufacturing order. And let's take a look at the serial numbers here. This is a view of the serial numbers, how they were linked to the finished good items. So this item here, this is a finished good item. It's MSS-1001. And I can explode that here, and I can see that that included two serialized component items. I can also go back down and see the exact serial numbers that were linked to this finished good serial number here. And you can see for both component items, they have their unique serial numbers, and they were linked to the finished good item right here. So that's how the basic linking works in manufacturing for Dynamics GP. So I've linked the components to the finished good items, and now let's do a trace from the component items all the way to the user. So what I want to do is I want to track this EPS 400. This is a component item that was rolled up into the finished good items, and I want to see if I can find those serial numbers. The one I'm looking for here is this one right here. This is the ECS00094 was the component serial number. What I want to know is where did this component item go, into what finished good item, and to whom did it get shipped. So what I can do here is I'll select this item here. You can see that ECS00094, and I'm going to look at the manufacturing receipt so I can look at the linking here. And what I'm going to do is look at those items produced from that serial number. So here's the manufacturing receipt. We looked at that earlier. And I can see here, this is the item number right here. This is the finished good item that was made out of that serial number component item that I was looking for. Let me expand that a little bit. I can see it went out on this invoice here. If I click on that, I can see that it went to this invoice here and to this customer. I can go back to the sales invoice and get more information on that particular order. So here's the invoice that this item went out on, and you can see the information here on the customer. And I can drill down. This is just the SOP view of that particular invoice. So I can get complete information. So I track the beginning component item, which is serial controlled, through the manufacturing process, through the shipping process to the end user. And I can link that and see that in my system in Dynamics GP. So this is handy, and this is going to be useful for biotech device companies that have serialized items in the component level and also in the finished good item.